Hello and welcome to Pilates. Today's Pilates we're going to work the hips and the thighs. So a lot of work on our sides. The first things to think about and be aware of are that you've got a nice hard surface. Don't try and do this on the bed. It's not supportive enough for your back. And also that you need to have plenty of space. So make sure you've got space. You're not going to kick your feet against anything. It's quite nice to have a sponge, as I normally say, a sponge, or failing that, a towel, especially when we're doing side work. It's quite comfortable to have onto your arm and then put your head on top of that. So you've got it between your arm and your neck into that position. If you feel you'd like to do a warm-up beforehand, I do suggest it. On day 2 of my second video on YouTube, there is a warm-up part. So please go to that. It's just about 6 or 7 minutes, worth going and doing that before doing anything else so you don't cause any injuries. So let's start. I'm going to lie down on my side, and this is where you might like your sponge or your cushion under your neck, hand in front for support. Just try and lift the ribs up away from the mat. This will give you a really good connection through the core. Flex the toes up towards you. I like to have my hand in front for support. You might find you can manage with your hand onto your side. It's your choice, but I find that I'm just too wobbly. So hand in front if you prefer. We're going to do 8 single leg raises, breathing out to lift and breathing in to lower. So 8 of these, keeping that connection through the core and pulling in with the abs all the time. 4 more, probably 3 more, but we'll do 4. Okay, and 2 more. So from here, we're going to just take the leg forwards and back. Try not to take it too low. So you'd probably drop it about halfway down from where your highest bit that you can lift it. Take it forwards, toes are flexed, point the toes as you take it back. So we're going to try not to wobble on this. This is where I'm really useless. I wobble like mad. So try and keep as steady as you can, using those core muscles, pulling up from under the ribs. And 3, 2, 1 more. Okay, now this is where you'll start to feel a bit of a burn. We're going to circle 8 times one way. You might not be feeling anything yet. 4, and it's 4 more the same way. 2, I'm just starting to feel the burn now. 1 more, like a real ooh into there. Let's take it back the other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now just pushing the heel away, and we're going to draw that top knee up to your chest, breathing in, and then kick it back behind you. So that's where I haven't got enough space. I'm just going to move over a little bit. Pull up to your knee, up to your chest, and kick behind you. So knee to chest and push back. Watch when you're doing this that you're not going to kick any furniture and cause any injury. So 2 more, breathing in, kick back, breathing out. 1 more. Excellent. That just releases that a little bit. Now we're going to have the feet together, still with the hand here, but if you're strong enough and you can hold the balance here, then please put the hand there. We're going to just lift both legs up and take them back down. 8 of these. Breathe out to lift and in to lower. Okay, now if you prefer, you could prop yourself up onto your forearm. That's going to work your waist a lot more. So if you prop yourself up, you will feel this working right into the waist. Okay, last 2. Brilliant. Now, if you can, take it forwards, point the toes to go back. You might prefer to lie down onto your arm. I actually feel with this, although it's working the waist a lot more, I feel it's a bit easier to do this forwards and back with the lift here. 2 more. And my shoulders are lifting a bit, are moving forward and back. Try to keep the shoulders as steady as you possibly can, and we bring it to the center and down. Now we're going to bend the knees. You can either stay in this position or lie back down. It is quite nice with that sponge underneath, and just into the clam where we just lift the top knee and close. Feet are staying together. It's just a nice loosener through the hips there. And 4 more. As always, breathing out to do the hard work, in to relax back down. 2 more. And 1 more. Brilliant. Okay, from here, we're going to come up to sitting, and we're just going to do a little stretch forward. So the feet are straight out to the sides, actually. Take the feet wide, and we'll just reach up to the ceiling. Take a breath in as you breathe out. Pull the tummy in as if you're reaching over a beach ball, pulling the tummy to the back away from you, and then take the hands down and walk forwards as far as you can. You'll feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Slide up, and we'll reach up again. This time take it down to the right foot. So you're going to reach up and reach to the right foot. So your left hand's going to stay with the foot. Take the right hand up behind you. Try and drop your forehead down towards your knee. Come up to the center. We're going to reach up and we'll take it the other way. So we're going to take the left hand up behind, right hand towards the toes, and reach forwards, trying to touch towards your knee. Once more to each side. Stretch up. Take the right hand behind you and reach forward a little bit further this time if you can. Try and keep the back of the knee to the floor. Reach up and stretch and down and take it a bit further forwards. Back of the knee staying to the floor. Reach up, bring the arms down, and we're going to swivel around to the other side. So taking your, okay, so lying down onto your sponge, if you want your sponge, if you're comfortable with your sponge, hand in front or hand onto your thigh. Your choice entirely. Toes are flexed, and we're just going to do 8 leg raises. Breathe out to lift, in to lower. So the main thing here is thinking about pulling those ribs away from the mat. So always think about that. Feel that connection through your core muscles, and that way your back's not going to do the work. This must be about 8, but I wasn't counting as usual. Let's take it forwards, point the toes and go back. I really must learn to count and teach at the same time. I'm absolutely useless at that. So we're going to do 4 more after this one. Okay, 4 now. And 3, feel that working through the hip. 1 more. You might find one side isn't nearly as flexible as the other, or much more flexible than the other. Let's take 4 circles one way. I'm not quite feeling it yet on this side, funnily enough. Let's 8, sorry. God, did we do 8 on the other side or 4 each way? I can't bloody well remember. I think we did 8, because now I'm really starting to feel that. Okay, and back the other way. So if you're not comfortable about my terrible counting skills, then please count your own, and that way you know you'll get it right. I'm making this 4. Okay. 2 more. I can really feel that into my hip here. Last one. It's getting quite hard work. Oh, and I'm going to pull that knee up to my chest and kick it back behind, making sure you've checked that you're not going to whack your heel onto anything. Okay, good, good. Pull up to the chest, breathing in, breathe out, kick behind. 4, 3. Ribs are still pulling away, working those abs working, not the back. And last one. Okay, brilliant. Now we're going to have the feet together and just lift both legs up and back down. Now here's where you can keep going with this. I feel that a bit in my waist, but this really gets the waist if you want to just lift up. Now you can really feel that working into the waist. Try and keep the heels in line with the shoulders. Try not to roll forwards and back. I make that 6. Not sure. Okay, 1 more. Perfect, and hold. And now bring it down. I'm just going to go forwards and back. So here's where it's quite tough, and you might find it's really difficult to keep the shoulders steady. So you want to try and keep the shoulders still as you can. And to do that, I'm finding I'm having to put quite a bit of support through my hand to stop my shoulders going forwards and back. 3, 2, last one. 1, and bring it down. It's pretty hard work. So now coming back down onto your side, and we're going to bend the knees. Did we do the pull the knee up? Yes, we did. And we're going to just open and close. So opening that knee up to loosen through here. And 4 more. 3, 2. That's really nice. It really releases the pressure there. And 1. Excellent. And come up to sitting. I'm just going to sit to the side, up to the side. That's good. So facing away from the cat, from you. And again, we're going to reach up. And this time, we're just going to lower down and away. Pull in with the abs. Pull in, pull in, pull in. Take it down and away. And then reach back up. We're going to do 4 of these. Just 3. Pull the abs in. And 2. And 1. And on this one, we're going to go all the way down to the mat. So just let your body go all the way down. Once you've got to the floor, again, still working with the hips and the thighs, take your arms out wide, bend both knees, and we're going to start by just dropping the right knee out to the side. So we just take it down, breathing in, and keeping the left hip to the floor, breathe out, pull up with that knee to the left, taking it to the side and using the core muscles, pelvic floor muscles as well to draw that knee back up to the centre. And now we're going to drop both knees. So both knees are going to the right. My knees are glued together. Feet are stacking on top of each other, breathing out. Upper body staying absolutely still, up to the centre and drop to the left. Breathe in, feet stack on top of each other and breathe out to lift up. Now you might find that you're perfectly comfortable to come into this position. Look at your knees to check that they're not too far forwards, away from you or too close to you. So you want the knees right above the hips. Knees are glued together and we're going to take it to the right. Upper body staying still. Look over to the left. Keep the left shoulder to the floor. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, use those core muscles to bring it back up. If this is too much for you, please go back to the original one that we started with the feet to the floor. So just taking it side to side, just lowering and steadily back up. Upper body staying fairly still. And we'll do 4 more of these. So 2 more to each side. Side and up and side. Using those core muscles to pull back up. 1 more to each side. And last one. And up to the centre. Hug your knees into your chest. Lift the head and shoulders, pull the abs in, just hold here for a second. Okay, now we're going to take hold of the back of the legs and just do a little rock. We're just going to rock. We're not using the legs to pull us forwards. We're just rocking the body. So just taking it down and then up, getting up a little bit higher, lovely on the back, a nice roll like a ball, and up. We're going to do 4 more. Just taking it back and relaxing as you lift up. That's good. And last 2 now. Breathe in to go down, out to lift up. Try not to grab your knees and use them to force you forwards. And hold the balance. And bring the feet to the floor. And that's it for today. So thank you, everybody. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing the 100. So join me then. And thanks a lot. Bye.